Okay, hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Erin Brown and I am a Close to My Heart consultant. And today I want to show you how to make this cute little box that is featured on the Close to My Heart Cricut cartridge called the Art Philosophy. This is the cartridge and we are going to make this box right down here at the bottom. When you buy the Close to My Heart cartridge, you're also going to get matching or coordinating stamp sets that go with the shapes on the cartridge. And so along with the box, we're also going to cut the shape for this, this bracket right here at the bottom. And if you can see down here, it may be too small for the screen, but if you can see right down here, it says 2 inches, and so if we cut this out at 2 inches, it will match the stamp set. So we'll go ahead and head over to the Cricut and cut these pieces out. Okay, we are over at the Cricut machine and we are going to go ahead and cut out the pieces. I've already got the mat loaded in the machine and I've got the paper on the mat. Last time I didn't use the book that comes with the cartridge, and I thought I would show you in the book. The bag that we're going to cut is on page 23. The little page numbers are down here at the bottom. And this is the star key. It says star 1, and that's the key that we're going to use. But we're going to use the font layer and the shift. And the reason why we're going to use the shift is because this is featured in gray, which means that the font layer button cuts this, but if we push font layer plus shift, it will cut the bag. Another thing is, when you're cutting something, your measurement, or whatever you set your dial on your machine, runs from this side to this side. So I'm going to set the dial at 5 1/4 inches, and it's going to run from here to here. And that's the dimensions. It's not based this way. It's actually based this way. And that's for all of the images on the in the book. So let's go ahead and cut our piece out, or our bag out. Okay. I'm going to push the shift button and the font layer button, and then I'm going to push the star image. It's also got a dark square up here at the top, and I'm going to push that. And then you can see that up in the display that the bag image has come up, and my dial is already set at 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and press the cut button. Alright, now that that's cut, we're going to go ahead and move our blade over to the other pieces so we can cut out the pieces for stamping. And the square that matches with this image on the stamp set is on page 53, and it is known as square number 4. It's featured here with the tree image. On the carrier sheet of the stamp set, it said that we were to cut this image out at 2 inches. You can see the 2 inches right there. So we're going to cut that at 2 inches, and then we're going to cut a mat for it at 2 1/4 inches. Since this is the featured image, we don't have to push any buttons or anything like that. We're just going to go ahead and actually push the button with the square on it. And if you'll see, the square came up there in the display, and I'm going to roll the dial all the way down to 2 inches. And then I'm going to press cut. Next thing, I'm going to move the dial down here to the juniper colored cardstock. And since we're using the exact same image, I'm going to use the repeat last button on the machine. But I'm going to change the dial setting up 1 roll, which would be to 2 1/4 inch, so that it's slightly bigger than the one that we stamp. So right up here is the repeat last button. So I'm just going to hit the repeat last. And the same image comes up, and I'm going to hit cut. right, I'm going to unload the mats and we'll go over and make this project. Okay, here we go. We've got all of our pieces cut out for our project, and this is the bag that we cut out. What I like to do is to go ahead and score on the lines. Even though the machine makes some small score lines, I like to go ahead and score those again as well. It may be hard to see here in the because of the dark colored paper, but I can feel the score lines on this side of the paper since I cut on this side, and I can't really feel them on this side, so they're not super deep. What I like to do is to go ahead and use a straight edge ruler and my bone folder. And one of the things on this bag is that you can, even though I can't really see a lot where the lines are, because of these folds or these cutouts, I can see where it should fold. So I'm going to line up my straight edge, and then I'm just going to use the tip of the bone folder and go ahead and drag it across there. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these. Okay, now I've got all of my lines scored. I'm going to go ahead and fold up the box. Once you fold on all of the score lines, you can kind of tell how the box is supposed to go together. Since I'm going to put something kind of heavy in this box, I'm going to use some super strong, this is called Terrifically Tacky Tape. And although something like this will work as well, depending on what you're going to put in the actual box, you may need to use something a little bit stronger. And this tape is definitely strong. All right, so now I've got adhesive here and here and here. All right, here's the two pieces that I cut. And I'm going to use Juniper ink from Close to My Heart. I have got some tiny little half-back pearls, sticky back pearls, and I'm going to use them to mark which one that I want to put on here. And this says, for a special teacher, mom, brother, friend, dad, sister. And the one that I made, the sample one, I put teacher on it because I think it's a great little back to school, add something in there. In my picture I used the little stapler and office supply stuff, but I'm going to give this next one to my sister, and so I'm going to mark this one as for a special sister. And so there I used it to mark, and now I'm going to add it to the front of my box just like this. And the only reason why I haven't put the box together yet is because it's easier to attach this on here if the box is still flat. Okay, I've got a little corrugated cardboard star that I'm going to add some adhesive to the back. And I'm going to add it right down here at the bottom. And then I'm also going to add one of these larger half-back pearls right in the center. Now I'm just going to go ahead and assemble the box. there we go. One thing you can do is use the bone folder down on the inside to press down, get a good firm adhesive. The last thing is that I had added a little bit of ribbon up here on the handle. Now, these handles are pretty delicate, and this ribbon that I have is pretty wide. So instead of trying to tie this wide ribbon onto the handle, my tip for you is to go ahead and just tie the knot and then use a glue dot and stick it on with a glue dot. Much easier than to try to tie that on this handle. These are, they're not super strong. So anyways, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.